Hi guys! The price movement of Bitcoin has been switched to a bullish trend. Have you held a long position for this crypto? In this tutorial, we will discuss some typical consolidation patterns, triangle patterns. These patterns will give you hints to both bullish trend and bearish trend. This will be helpful for you to get a head start before the primary trend is formed. Subscribe to our KuCoin YouTube channel and ring the notification bell to follow our future updates. Before we start with today's topic, I intend to walk you through the table of content. Firstly, we will introduce the ascending triangle and descending triangle. Then, we will find out these patterns in the Bitcoin trading pair and clarify them in the real examples. Last, I will give you some trading tips by applying these patterns to the KuCoin trading interface. What does ascending triangle pattern look like? Typically, as name suggests, it is converged candlestick pattern. Its resistance level is stable and its low points in this pattern are going up over time. Descending triangle pattern has a stable support level and its high points are decreasing with time. In addition, we usually believe that both of them are continuation patterns. However, in the real world, we'll find that the triangle patterns have different meanings in various situations. We will discuss it later in the next slide. Let's look at the three triangle patterns that I have drawn for you in yellow. As we mentioned before, descending triangle pattern are followed by the bearish trend and the bullish trend follows ascending triangle patterns. However, the first triangle pattern is descending triangle pattern, but it is followed by the bullish trend. The second triangle pattern is similar to ascending triangle pattern, but it's followed by the bearish trend. And the third triangle pattern is neither descending triangle pattern nor ascending triangle pattern, and how to identify it. In this way, I intend to give you another way to analyze triangle patterns. As I've said before, candlestick patterns are randomly formed by both the long and short parties. In this way, in real quotation, there are not typical ascending triangle pattern nor a descending triangle pattern. They are just dominated by the willingness of most trading participants. In this way, we must analyze the traits of different parties. We will talk about it later in detail in the next slide. For the first triangle pattern, this pattern is in the middle of the trend, which means that it is not at high points or low points. It can be followed by a bullish trend or bearish trend. However, in this pattern, we can see that its high points is become lower and lower, and its support level is stable. So it seems that the bearish trend will be formed, but a strong and continuous bullish trend has formed. In addition, the second pattern's resistance level is stable and its low points is becoming higher and higher. All hints in this pattern points out an ascending trend, but it is followed by a bearish trend. Okay, at this moment, you may be confused about the analysis, but I intend to tell you that we only need to focus on the boundaries of triangle patterns, since triangle patterns are converged patterns. If the price goes across the boundaries of triangle patterns, the new trend is highly possibly formed. That's the reason why the ascending triangle pattern is followed by a bearish trend, and descending triangle pattern can be followed by a bullish trend. So let us analyze the last triangle pattern. It looks like a flag. By the way, let's say flag pattern. Price has touched the boundaries of this triangle pattern and went down, so a new bearish trend is formed. Before we end this video, let's quickly make a recap. Firstly, we have defined both the ascending triangle patterns and descending triangle patterns. They are both converged candlestick patterns and are typically part of a continuous trend. However, When we try to find them in the real examples, we fail to identify them. In this way, we have to come back to dot theory to regard them as randomly formed candlestick patterns. Their form, we just need to focus on the boundaries of these triangle patterns, and I suggest you guys to set up your financial positions when either of the boundaries is broken by the price movements. That will be all for today's video. I hope this video will update your points about technical analysis, since you can use it to analyze all kinds of converged patterns. In the next session, we will discuss about the pivot points. Please tell us about your points for the TA series tutorials, since this is all we care about. Don't forget to subscribe to our KuCoin YouTube channel, and see you next time.